above. Okay, with over 2,000 vote difference. It did not just say, MP an outlier anti ABR and no neoma ebesesa in that regard. We say Obi, police training minimum 6 months, but it often goes beyond that. 92 squad spent 1 year.
Yeah, my dad was 91. I mean, honestly, about 1 year, yes. So it's possible. Even now, it be quite 3 months rather. Yeah, President Akufo-Addo said there was a squad. I think they were all drivers. They were just one call about 3 months.
And it depends on the rear alcohol.
Yeah, and because they were all drivers.
Very well.
They were all drivers. Then that time, they needed a lot of drivers. One man child training school. And see, I know the mechanism. Subjective because I don't know they could do our passing out dates winning.
Obinso said, Obi, 6 months police training is compared to the 4 years nursing training. The level of skills you would acquire is just unbelievable. Go and ask Obi. It's not true.
Which one is not true?
Says 6 months, Obi acquire more skills than Obi already 4 years. Nursing training.
Obi. Edma upie ba which one be yare o so they was yes training.
Okay. Doc,
what was means yana ba obi akwana sin training school we obi na fu nyina hye.
Why from
And this is our 6 months.
That's for recruit for no.
Recruit, yes.
Oh yeah, sure. Na say the new more quite different.
We are almost as in
but soldier for the end emotion. Dr. Bonfe akwa better saying.
Sabri womo adane ada womo chemu no eye nkaye ma ye nyina se
yes
yeso ye bedane aja dakro emre ye ninka so that's true nti ye nyina no ye nkaye dum ma ye se ye me ne to me a
yes
enka ma hu siesi a me di kohia me bofo no eti sai e de na nka ye de be kai me Twum-Betna ha eye aprapre se ya nkwa no be kai ana o ni papa bi a obeka di mi ho adanse pa na soroso eno na esese ye mane di ani nkan se mane nkoye se amanyo ayeye no akoye man se ye adane mfomfa obi apri ni nkwa ni yedie na o mane ye chimu sradie nyina mane nye ne sa na mom ye mfa odo trimpopa tu ho ache kroye nyamesuro ane nkaya ebe nyina ma ye nyina ye hunu se enchenche bia no
e wonafe Mate, into way quickly, my main found shots your issues with registration, yeah, cost when matters arise, and my mintio. Doc.
Oh, issues.
Okay.
The American say
wrong objection, no person is bad.
The American, you say, Yenina, a Sudi, my say, ye bet kama one more asun, say, Ombekako chu undi, wedding fee do what Ekwa, Obekako chudi. Ubro so bria ye tremu aye one quiet. Inti a neo peso quiet. Na yensan kan krofo se enne e free 2012 ebe no ukokotro udin a enti se de enkan ne ye no no ukwa nsem bia obeka bia no ye tro ne yensan giagu abefo buamu ade mu afebo den a ye be kai se wo ba ye no wo be ka se udin de Philip Osebun
sure
wo se ye wo ha se ye ntro ena okotwa ya san kontompo no ye de be compare wo data bia wo de maye wo national identification ni nyina no etomra so kokotwa ntro wo dintro no mu a yetimi de wo emranim emsa mo district adjudication review committee se wo mo fro na ye a wo mo ye wo kwan ho kwan se ye san so de ko emranim ekotwe waso ubetuma kodem emre bi anase ubetua sika bi ene de ka ho enti no na mema na boy aye kokobode amai na afen so yen kan hu say isi wo ye registration we are register na wo mo nipa na ye betwo won din no wo mo ebe ma dia ye friend provisional register ya trade din no wo mo de bekwa kobo ba bia obi a betima akwa ni din
yes
de o kan ye wonfia wosi wadi se wo ye oba wo ye bema sa na ye di nim no ha sa na wo mo tro no na namfo bi ko ho na yakoteten no ebia mi din bonfe ye di ye spell yamfa echina ma esese eba obi kra on mo tumi ko tro mi din no didi akosho din so ye bi ha ni na na wakoteten ti eye process ensi se wo ko tro din akeke na esese isi no san so de edin a won be tro no omo wade bi omo fra no paper tray ye register wie da bia
yes
nipa dodo a ye register ye nipa ko a on be register ye ba bia won so on be to aba ni nyina amanyoku ahodo a wo mo na musifo no esese ye mo copies ya amfa mamo a mun demand mu demand so na ye se ye bia printer no nya adwuma e abotre e betimi aba se eyi na wotwe na wie ye de ni nyina ba ye dai e be mamo enye basabaso ye obia ye bibi wo no na etia mra yemfre wono mu a ede mra ye adwuma aposifo say ye deploy bi no nkra ma wo sa miamie se be ya wo be di adwuma obi yenkanfo ano migiri ye pa se ansa na wo be wie sa de nyina no na Ghana wan a ye register wo mo so betumi ato aba no na ye bia ye dodo no yakobe se 20 million says here number 70 million.
Yes. And you are we money back home.
The back home, I say, meaning projections from where
no, on projection electoral and
1 million.
600 and something thousand.
But obviously, they will be one be name number 900.
Yeah.
Okay, and my estimate too high. Didn't fan say 18 na no. Yes, ya tentini ya one year. Say be na de okan ye me de obi na me de kan we say. I'm saying it's been within the CI. Say omo the priority ma wono mo a ye ni afi
sure
aged mrewa nkokra womo a adi dem
yes
adem die of all kinds
sure
me de class or the albinism kan ho because it's considered aside and now obi o what temporary disability unyo obi a wadi dem enso we pra udru hono mo a you are considered within the framework of disability no say say amount sa priority no enti eya me de pass wo mo da so this ade eya adwuma na mesre wo mo a adi dem no hwehwemu kakra ya ye voices of persons with disability Ghana 2014 report wo mo come up the conclusion by say e toda mpempi no wan a adi dem na ya yempese edi ho be hye dodo nkomodie ani abato nsemu the 2021 population and housing census report now.
Yes.
The persons with disability jumped from 737,743 to 2,098,138. Huge. Enti anya number ketwa ye kan wasem no. We check global statistics now. About 15% of the world population are persons with disability. Ghana, in 2020, about 3%. We check 2021 year is about 8%. And the number over twice. In a media in majoritarian democracy, no minority of one. Krano dia here. And the mesreminia no more. Ye was our category no more. Become who can be. Say ye na yam fe hunyim. Na yenko che adwen fra ba bia yepeso man no ko na yenhwe obi so a odwen ye ho na oti asem na wo ya tinka se be ya adamudifo enkomo no enkoye afterthought ti say de ya na say akira asem it should be part of the agenda as I said inkomodie pon no so no ye de eto pon no so abraye hya ase kra enye say yakan wie no e say ye yenkohwe we no so dabi obi manuasi
me da say honorable Nina Nati One monitor process no day one at was saying me pacho.
Obi me that say. My main fa konya win so na minchia ye tie for ne one won hwe so. Facebook. Obi wa be fa me ka me yisi. And limit registration on more year. Yeah, it's a limited registration.
Sure.
Obi, in fact, what never be a cosu ever your quan swa. Ya ya and in some people remember. Me bano me free Adabraka.
Yes.
Accra Sofoki head office.
Yes.
Now branchy traffic over street. Will be from that stretch up to Twum-Barimah Dumu Junction.
Yes.
On the main road, on say almost constructed roads because of the setting, you know. Almost some metals be 222 gutters no. Obi from that traffic light, you in fact, I nearly mean that Obi
scrap for no.
And the similar thing is at first light. Can I see first light?
Yes.
Over the outer lane,
yes.
Anymore. From that one, that side, from that traffic light, up to your friend saying, Sonic Junction, Edikoda Kuma Junction, and in fact, a crack at them there, a more dangerous to the sense, say, and there is in the middle of the road. We can't put the say in Chega, but the middle of the road, you tutunina, and then yeah, Sebi, horse in Kitwa. And it is serious. Wow. So it is something mesre and they say Uchiomo they say Ghana has to be a partisan. Uko tonso partisan. Uko jamu partisan. Obiya bibi now the emrachina na the amanyosema fam. That is the problem that we have in this country. In fact, excuse me, say omo didn't find me. Even your public toilets work around in some community public toilets a partisan. I know a constituency. If there's a change of government, no my Boba kiss na no da my partner mo win munji. Omo pe gidi bia. Omo ankasa be hand over mom. I mean why? Obi. Electoral Commission.
Yes.
I started limited registration for Omo 18 years and Omo managed the opportunity to register in the last registration exercise. I've monitored for my constituency as well as I also West Wagon, I also North, any Central.
I also Central.
Okay. I've picked information and I've spoken to people in that areas. In fact, for my end, I'm still saying as a 630s na ohunumayema.
And no past 630. Then you probably go
or be register. Unfortunately, no, they were having challenges with the machines.
Yes.
And I foresee what will happen in some of the constituencies. Let me say outside Accra and our cities. No, I foresee. I now not be surprised. Say. By the close of the for the statement Baba say the machines are NDC stronghold and the papa be go MPP stronghold.
The issue statement. Oh, and Dr. Srebo Kweku can ho asem say it was a general problem. There
will be
activation
there will be a counter statement. But Adebecha na pa see there will be a counter statement. Obi a stronghold the cause. See the
okay.
There will be a counter statement. You see, I have been a candidate for 3 times. I have taken part in registration exercise more than 6-7 times in my constituency. Every time, Biano, the first, second, third day, you see have challenges. Okay. But as time goes on, they are able to identify what the challenges are and solve the problems. And the people who say, call the 5th, the 6th, the 7th day. It depends on number. Mekai in 2016, 2016, and it's 2015. A 40 days registration. 40 days. And you see, this registration too sometimes drains the political party so much. So Obiya is so aggressive. And Obi, to be honest with you, they are chumti. If they can win the election, if we can win the election. It depends on the registration.
Registration is started.
Exactly. So election is about process, and the process is the registration. So every political party, try say or the focus, the ammunitions, and all these things, echo registration. So because when they're able to put the people in, Bobby, there are some issues we were personally when you see a try say the CI-91 about CI-126 and one of the issues that they were raising about it the guarantor system.
Yes,
that's yes,
and then the only amendment.
In fact, the reason is they want even to take that one out, and even wanted to use the Ghana card as a sole your friend is saying document.
Yeah.
Honestly, Obi, I totally agree with the EC. I support the EC in that cause. Because to be honest and sincere with you, I will not sit here and pretend and say we don't. We abuse the system of the guarantors.
So you almost want to mean more than 10.
Obi, initially supposed to be 5.
I mean, that's what it has been.
Before, they are about 10. And I'm saying, say, yes. And I'm saying, say, yes. And I'm saying, say, we abuse the system of the guarantor system. Because I mean, guarantee my Obia. It shouldn't be said because Obi, it should be somebody that I know. It should be a relative or somebody but because political parties no call for, as your friend is saying,
contract guarantors
guarantors into Omuguho and your friend is saying voters ID card. Until you are now agent now for one guarantor, no dimika, no guarantee.
Onimno.
That's the problem.
Or guarantee money pattern we are not watching another person about.
And we abuse the system to the sense. I'm just hoping and believing. Say now you see air can say your friend is saying say no me guarantee more than 10. Now guarantee 11% that the system will reject her.
Sure.
I'll be grateful so that thing will work. Because other than that, the abusement of it so that's why I'm in support of the Ghana card. And then let me also make this appeal. There are people who feel so looking at Obi structure now on D18 year, but also make me not quite register. Say Obi who allows such a thing to happen, it will go against your son or your daughter in future. There are people today who have resigned for. So I'm not saying resign. Go on retirement because of some of these things. So obedi politician no akọ reduce age and obedi politician no akọ increase age obeba retirement in them. So at the age of 55 now our retirement. All because you have increased your
age by 5 years.
By 5 years.
Your now body is so into
our body. 10 years over the do. So it is better for you say you stick to your age. I know be can be busy meeting or we are and I pay be my your friend is serious or piece for me. So and at 17 your friend is saying play I be or moko I will do soccer more times. Or much na airport na friend is saying yaw. So for me, I think say definitely there will be challenges from the beginning. I'm not expecting say nyawa best say ochna any ochna, but I believe you be call the 4th, the 5th day no there. Things will pick up. Where you better there and your friend is saying the system will be stable and people will come and register. You see a money projection of about I think 600
something thousand.
Others also have a doubt. For us as a political party, we believe say the 600,000 extra.
Okay.
We are looking at between maybe 800 to 900,000 because there are people that attend 18 your friends last year. A bit more they were not able to register last October.
Yeah.
Because November, December up to today, there are some people that's already 18.
Yeah.
There are some people who were not even in the country at that time. So they also had opportunity to also go and register. So all things be equal, it will even get to more than the expectation I used here a year. Okay. But me, the only thing I want to appeal to the both political parties. Look, it is a time for us we allow the system to operate. You see, that is one thing I don't like. And me, I'm not hypocrite. When you are in opposition, we see different. We see any all other institutions differently.
Yeah.
But when you are in government, only differently. And then let me catch Omahini said, me, those pressure groups, the civil society organization, certain groups, no, me personally, Obi, I don't regard any of them.
I didn't hear.
Because most of these pressure groups are here. Almost resurrected and do election time. You talk about it here and the party that we are bid no win, we are on to Obi. One of the last from 2012 to 2016. Did you hear about CJA? But from 2008 to 2012, what is CJA demonstration? The same applies to let my vote count. The same applies to this group of people. And then you have so much organization. Almost say, oh, your friend is saying, almost supporting party there. But you see, utterances and then things that they say, no, I listened to Subo and then Imani on Saturday at Newsfar. And you ask yourselves, is it this person? Is it really a friend? Is a civil society organization? And I say, Twum-Barimah and Ekasa, your friend is join News. That's why I'm just using it as an example.
I didn't think that's a Kabila.
That's a Kabila the only party. So me, I want to plead with I'm pleading with all the political parties.
Yeah.
Let's allow the EC to operate.
Okay.
And let them work. And I believe, sir, by 27th of this month, we'll all be happy about the work of the Electoral Commission. We accuse them so much in so many things.
Dr. Sribo quick with some specific figures. I will say in 2023, we registered about 900,000 first-time voters.
Which is
last year. And we are expecting to register 623,000 in 2024.
Yeah, but we also believe
last year, yeah.
So he's listening.
Yeah.
So if he adds that to the 16 year, they call 2020 now.
Ibenya voter registered voters.
About 80 million. No.
Well, some can say I can go 20.
I can go 20.
But
okay.
No, when you add 9 to 17, you are getting to about 18.
In the Ebesha, 18.
Yeah, 19. You can even
18, 19 million.
So, but we also believe, say, yes, indeed. I mean, it will be more than the 600 that they are expecting.
Sure.
Because everybody is more, especially, you know, who trade Kuala Lumpur school, SS3 for any more, Omako University first year, and all those things.
And a GS is also Munkofie. Oh, yes. Register.
Yes.
My GS, dear. Student are 18. Yes. And send your more
so even if it's 10, they should go. Well, the point is that some of them may not be in school on the day of the election.
Sure.
And Obi, to be honest with you, and your parents behind be allowed the bus this cousin to Louis and I call your son to my wife Musu. Now I call to Aba. And not all parents will do that. If the parents do allow and political parties say we are providing transporter, it is not all parents who be allowing their parents, so their children, say go and buy a bus and go and vote. So there might be. So for me, I support the your friends say GES for this communique. I'm just hoping and believing, say the students will go and register.
Okay.
Because they were giving just 4 days. That's
4 days for Omuewo senior high school and a senior high technical school. Almost the year 4 from Tuesday to Friday. And Omuewo Technical Institute. Omuewo banda Ghana TVET service. Omuewo from Ochina. From Ene to Sunday, which is best 6-7 days.
But so it should have been the same level.
But the technical institute, no. You find in Pennyphobia in the technical institute. The numbers never do so.
I'm looking at the days and the difficulty the EC is having today.
Okay.
Let me assume say my free your friend say Akwetia Abba said those is Abba said already said, and then we go do a man to me.
Went to me and
watch time we got my other opportunity. Then I have to report to school on Thursday.
Friday.
On Friday. How can that? So if we give them the whole of this week, at least a better Sunday any day. No, just as you are doing to technical people, no. We do the same. To that Monday, they all report at school. So for me, I think say, yes, the EC is doing their best. We need to allow them to do the work as expected of them. And at the end of the day, I think so we'll all be happy with the good work that they have.
Mate, Lawyer Twum, ma mintie the O am I your thoughts? Day one.
The my person, yeah, you know electoral commission. TSC and say you need some more. But as I say, umdumadia umbedi no eso ye ni. Nti abribia umbedi djuma no a enso ye no. Ye beka ho asem. But I want say on this ground, let me quote Akufo-Addo. Or say it is only an unwise person or president, he uses in the terms of he being a president, who doesn't take advice. So per that analysis, wise people takes advice. Or per that statement. Back and front. Just last year, you acquired the engineer beyond also to say work amount figure. And then maybe see. My first question before I'm the BA me say, yeah, na a dear electoral commission is few activities going forward. Do they just go up to perform a task? Na ya point ya to tom zebia school ni okó school ni acha na de ni watu book case close. Obebi mbie man exams na bebentia. Ribia ma ya oni book ni asembia. Is that a style that they operate or they use in operation? Because the amount of business and say munyina na obi. Eye de yen won say e na ba akumie ni bi sisi na asset. It always finds itself in any time be abon so mo yadwuma. Sin yadwuma, we yadwuma, we nyesing. Sadia no every now and then there be a betro din ya be asase no wotibi. The question is dey na yesu afiri ho. And I norm say once you are going to register people, when we get to the station and we start the work today, we must encounter that problem. Ni yenye hunde da na openings are metra no matter to say mekans and you should statement no kwa ba na ya kan na kwada na ya san do another time na say ya san repeat ya ho the same thing bi. And na ya kase ya say parties ni kwhia before somebody fled national somewhere there's a name for it. Let me see, let me get the name correct. Before day printout or something. There's a name.
Start
of day printout.
Yeah, start of day.
Exactly.
No, move your my
close of day.
Yeah.
Obi, most places they couldn't print that start of day. But here kuya jumani yeni mu se e kan hye no ho. There is no exception to that. It was so weird sadness and offer na nya dance dia mamme NDC papa MPP PPP CPP whatever amobi ehunu say machine ya de be frase no edin bi eni so zero afei ne ye bepem grofo amon abetro mbodin ye kan nya obi eye de mama not ya na me kabila ya argument ya argument na sentence on just one single thing no trust. Because yes roya minini ono so nyimi ni menka so magimi ni na no so menka so no so nyimi ni entini de mama ye nyina no ye gina anakwelebram ne se waye de etwa se mra na se ye nyane waye nti obi ani question bi abisa bi de na beba ye beduru afre sa de ni ntimi nkoye na a raise eyebrow na nkofo kasa wo ho na say easy baby ya no di obetime kirem ye di ontimi nkirem ye di obetire makwashi sasa ba kire na ye nwuran wodi no tuwo yes machines na ye de kwa adwuma no BVRs right sasa no mfre no BVRs no ye wo babia no de ekoho. I mean you don't just send them across anyhow babia wo de ekoho. Yes, your region be the copy region be the region be mu. Eba na saying. Edma mo yache, sabi yencha ekra efuna the two bepem na de ache. It's about 30 years or more. Enti adia ya ne consistently for several years. Commissioner that when we that asebo free mu a wo ye meka so bia on de ono wa wo mu a ade afro so be deputy commissioner sorry. Ono your director. Okay, we're deputy director or director ankasa.
Director of electoral services.
Okay.
Yes.
So on them they are for so be director. Who you on free wa? I mean the rest that your friend is saying what's his name? Do you know what they're saying?
Bossman is commissioner.
I mean
and the ocean directors need your in-house people arise here and commissioners and
the
outside.
But the ocean woman no woman na nipa adwuma no yache. Last time we be share wa kan regions ahodo wa kom including Ashanti na ndem say north over bi suka no wa region bi and the central region exactly he said it. Okay, so woman no adwuma so be question say adwuma no yache. They know all these things. Why do we keep getting this repetition of mistakes? Why? Again, see, now you can watch me 91, and then I'm by 126. Also, moment, I'm still never come. Ocean regulation 8, Obi regulation 8. Wow, can wa? I say, and not do 9 terms say it. You better say the interest. I was set commission, no. At the any power when we be now, my name I do na more. Umudin umfuni. To me Twum-Barimah. Na me din egu bi amfuni ase. Ya compiling na the political parties and stakeholders in simple terms. Now man who say asumasi na ebe adwuma ama electoral commission. Wageman ye we be say. Na me hwɛ me kurom abi abompe de ah. Na wosuna ye kotro din akoya menim ni da bia ye te kurom da bia na dwumadi a wodi odima asumasi say no ye nti we dia wodi na kwata so nkwadwuma bi say man me kwa mete ya de mitimi nyina ni anhwa na wanye fair he is likely to be biased. Okay, and nti ase wo kwan say wo hu ne saa no a ye de amount enadu na ya sa na de na beso no and now soon tam after so on sa kan no wotimi raise wo concern Obi and na ye twro din de mini yapaniti our candidate me candidate say both the MPP and the NDC no ya in the list of people who are going to be working for the EC. Yeah, those people are already on the field working. But the law na nkasa mo mko ya adwuma ni nwie and so mfa adwuma na se ansa na wo the list na blame you was and not 14 days to so mfa adwuma na se
dabio 99 to time one EC be appoint one.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, exactly. Thank you. So 14 days.
Is say on appoint you omunwe.
But they are working for you.
Okay.
Also
omuguso.
They are in breach of this.
They are in breach. They are in breach because as we sit here, once our officers
Dr. Srebo Kweku utie when they answer clearly the 100
no, they are in breach.
Into for response, the brother.
They are in breach. Only response we don't for away. I'm responsible.
There are two mechanisms. The whole object here. You still also have 7 days to respond.
Exactly.
To your now,
so making 28 days now.
The men are met to me. Me say come reject. Now once I responded. So if watching me could do me center ho. Now me could say you event 2 minutes ho. And I already sang for how do I object to it? Because most of the times no, the objection no is more political.
Yeah.
If I know say Twum, and now I recommend hey say your friend one of the deputy commissioner. He say your friend is say wakotena Nikrom and all appointing go for Eric not me ha in new Eric. Hey.
Anyway, so Obi metwaso. So the me first me question say emra no da ho a Saudi adwuma. Obetra na won na kase me ba na metie mu interview aka say me de bewura mu. You are putting him according to the the CI or the rules that is supposed to that they are supposed to go with. So you are supposed to work within the law. Te ba na say na emra de ba bia na wo de ba bia pampas na wo de ba bi ekoye bom. Amount said discretion say twifa so na koye ansam. But you see, me how can say with this electoral commission, and say, and pre-pino the Casa Omoyano, Omubu, and Gusi Tiam, so no my idea, almost on Pasomoya. Nakantisa Obi. Yemusi, say, a band signer for the very first time in our history, especially from 1992 to today. Near me at Tuaba, a year buying a year for. Now, see what a Fambia and Nina Musini, our parliament. How?
Oh, can't go on.
Exactly. Sal people, no?
Yes.
Central Coffee look. Is it?
They have created a consensus.
Oh, hold on.
They've now
They
created.
don't have it. There's no rep.
Yes.
Messi, there's no rep. As it stands,
There's no rep.
It does not rep.
But
Why should that be the case?
Read the law.
When
the consensus has been created, it can only take effect in the next.
Exactly.
Messi.
The next election. Last year.
But there was an election before that.
The election was a by-election. Not a general election.
So, 2020 is the election about. 2020 about. Yeah, open the
Omoto for presidential, but man to parliamentary.
Okay, so that problem has persisted. But you see, so what the man by Mobbing, Kayamedruha. Anya Bian Kasam Crofon, so a weapon, and I find out creative conscience as a district as a day. I'm but because of such to be on from Ran, wouldn't say some natural. You try to do your own thing. But I'm what was it last year or last 2 years? Mon correct him, Madam James and I move parliament. I can answer questions to parliament. No, or yes, or but no, no, so because district level panel. Parliament to Zafra and Manako or Nigeria B and the Nigeria by and one and now Minkai, and I think it was last year or maybe last 2 years, but I stand to be corrected. Or call you know, now we say, what's so much no dean a year district, what can I say, offices or centers. Now, why I didn't think I won't know at electoral areas. Now, so they call district center. Also, one reason to the district center or what they call district officers at district center, and they say about Boama to prevent people from being bussed to the state to the center's office.
Is that what she said?
Exactly.
Or call parliament. Because enemy busa Dr. Srebo Kweku for every limited voters registration since 92. Omunye the wholesale that. Ni omunye no district office.
Me say.
Yeah.
Ye busa ni reason you demand parliamentarians or parliament. And YouTube. Koboti.
I doubt.
Ah. You are doubting, but when I also doubt. And you mean me
FM.
So that's it. That was the reason. No, okay, I'm say is it like a system now? Why would you know Taziana? Now what do you call district capital? No, and I say be a district office. No, but again, let me go back to that was when you was out. But when you a district capital, I can't ask.
One team belong to two.
Okay.
But
some district capital, can't ask. Now we will be a bit possible. Only people so emra contest matronidin. Now we say what the what the contest na yam basen ma. It's how the person get the contest. You are rather opening the floodgate for the politicians that you think you are going to buzz the people to rather buzz the people to the station. And indeed it happened. It happened with the MPs from Makachao. I can't boy in getting people from their various communities or villages or whatever to come to the center to come and register. And then a lot of friends over Saturday we saw videos and your gods and had centers. Okay, so all these things are challenges, but not coming in saying why your institutional from Swono and the way to see you can't want so much. Cabin Bibi. No, you're queer and the scene run as I see.
Very well.
The way the scene right body and some of your can machines and your man where I was in now. What your parents could do a chance as I could do, was at the same time. This same ECR by a press conference, assemblyman elections, Ebabason Ray. Katas were really be was sending Libya the court. He is ready or they are ready for the elections. A brother's election said, I know Ghana phone name PD and got trouble. Obi, Metimwa must I do my from so yeah. Achimta for mass assemblyman. I know maybe I don't contest. Uncroftway after any simu. Ada was in Nikroma Banyanto. Wakabam Kunia Dadina or the man for more dear. Niban Kunayaka, Nikroma Abanyanto. DNT Yanto when Obusa return officer, presiding officer, no, was you in Abanyan to Maso.
Lawyer Martin.
And what she as an ECD and someone was oh printing beer dealing, but you are the one who made the press conference.
Okay.
And you told Ghanaians you were ready. The same thing applies to this and a press conference, if I'm right. Yes. And you showed Ghanaians or you told Ghanaians how ready you are for this exercise. So why these things?
Lawyer, may Nasiba Honorable Kojo Bajeman say Obi, ask lawyer Twum-Barimah whether he doesn't encounter any mistakes while working. We don't have to pretend as if we are infallible. There is no human institution that is without a certain percentage of fault.
Okay.
Let's all embrace the EC, work on their flaws together, and have a better Ghana voters register for our December elections. If we have all accepted the use of Ghana card as an identity for elections, all these couldn't have happened. That's from Kojo Bajeman.
Bro, you see, I'm not saying, sir, EC. I mean, you from so as you may, I'm a Americans, I mean, you're perfect. And from so, but the Americans say, you learn from your mistakes.
From your mistakes.
Obi, and until I reach this time, not fail, not or something, mostly expect the person to do what? To pass. Because having failed the first time, and when the man failed, it's in the second attempt, you know, or building on that and pass. But where you go on your second attempt and then you are still getting the same thing wrong there, something is wrong somewhere.
Very well. Obi, good evening.
Yes. 2015 or say you don't develop by repeating mistakes.
Exactly.
To develop, you must stop making errors. From so and is he now easy generating internal report on every activity after the process, whether election registration, and to one moment some of these recurrent problems are repeating.
Exactly.
That one I agree with you.
Very well. We say Obi. The issue of age cheating is ongoing at Aguna East. A student just told me she voted in 2020, but she just turned 19 years, and now she's facing issues with her WASI registration. Keba ewo Aguna in Saba and or the way about. We say Obi, good evening. The bastion of people the EC chairperson was referring to the continuous registration they were proposing. She said that will stop people from being bussed and not the limited registration. Okay, the depend the clarity about say was the continuous registration was supposed to happen at the EC offices. And I think Ghana EC chair can say yes hard and be preventive parties from bussing. So on also be on also Charles Ekosiisen. Okay, we say Obi, good evening. Please tell the okay. Emmanuel Kweku Yamoa o message ni mfa nkomo a yedi ho ba yeda se wo de wadwenkyere aba. Hello Obi, please extend my greetings to James Kwabena Bonfair, and if I can please get his number as I need to get in touch with him. We were both in Legon some years ago and we've lost contact. Many thanks. Ama ewo England in United Kingdom.
I'm a
Obi, I entreat all the good people of Kaswa without voters ID card to go and register their voters ID cards and vote for Dr. Baumi and Honorable Howard Kumsin. Okay, Yao Kantata or Kaswa and Onudi way are praying. We say Obi, good evening. I'm sure that your panelists are aware that conventions are considered in our societies, so we do not need everything to be written in black and white before we can make rational decisions. Michael Ewo Coventry in the United Kingdom and on the way. We say Obi, good evening. Let's support the EC. We are where there is a mistake or wrong, let's find a way in the law to correct same and shape the system. Greetings to Ras Pa at Amasaman 3 Junction, Kwame Nyako or Spintex and all the way a brain. Yada se papa. Where's the Obi? Okay. Let me see. Any other business now? Sorry, Emreno. 25 minutes after 6. Ekosiisen Suni. Let me thank our proud sponsors for the discussion segment. Givers Herbal and a Franco Trading Enterprise. Thontina 74 Airboyen. Provident Insurance. Syntex Tank. Tabia Herbal. Vivo Energy. Cocoa Dairy Milk. Powerjet Batteries, EcoBank Ghana, African Origin Travel and Sports Tourism, DBS, and a Seahorse Engine Oil. Omunina Airboy. Any other business? Yeah, sorry. Doc. Mamintio.
What's the money for some my petition?
Right, yes.
Against EC.
Sure.
Osaka, petition.
No, I read the story. Interview. Franklin Kujo granted. No.
I will be interesting to see the petition.
Very well.
Now, I mean, you say EC so prepare one to give the responses. My distress, my day, mammy, enough for what you imagine. Say, we can't always get it right. And some now one more can and neno, one can be 2020. Now, some be Dr. Sribo Kweku, Wama, Ebia, or Kaya, but I want to deepen it. Yes, a biometric aseno, 2012. Company, I didn't say, company, your friend, Superlock Technologies Limited, STL. STL for no more Finland company be a woman and now woman manufacturers of ma amphibia woman did Juman and some near HSB. Na ye be ko if I year 2016 there was a call say yenye new register. Emma isi ne ka say no register na wo hon mo no mfidie na ekutamu no wo betumi e de aye ene ade. Ye wie ye no anche na SCL for no tro electoral commission ka kire ne say djuma na ye ni mudi no mfidie na ye de ye no adu technically the friend end of life. End of life no na say mate so mu use bi na ne nkire mu nyina ne say obi wo mo manufacture mfidie ne say wo mo agyaye ana mfidie na hoden a any bra ye de man say oni no afide bi obeto bia ye friend say expiry time limitation also enti enya dia eseya ye benya bi asi anamu ana mfidie na nkasa so no na hoden a odidi adwuma no aba na wie ye enti ntimi ntonkoso bio enu ne ma wo mo say esese towards 2020 no esese yenya new electronic system a be carry register no me de obi ena Ghana ye wom no ene wiase ye wom no ne ma bebre adane enam abefo kwan ye faso didi dwumanti obi ntimi nkodi bone emfa no nkodi toten edi mfie aduonu whatever the track and I say trail I go on mono e be da wadi sure enti so almost say wo mo nyina so bi e che say nsama mo charge awo kan ye ne de ne say causing financial loss abamu conflict of interest abam and I was say possible corruption
possible corruption sure
no corruption possible corruption nti wo mo nkoma ho nkire mu
sure
na ye de ba isi susu a omususu anu ye omo no na mmom enya say ya ma anu ye awie no because some na omo kan say de me hana me kan a rehash of some of the things that were said in 2020 na me de ba ko pe be wie isi ema anu ye afa enema na na omo say wo mo auction a copy no me wa anu ye no ha omo say wo mo nya hint because now they abahu I'm say money for yebi and Greater Accra regional director no te yoba oko no pick 10 pieces of the kit one kase enema na nego ni ya 10 Imani turn around to say easy was say they auctioned only 10 Let's remind Franklin Kujo and Bryce Simon we work in this industry together. We cannot always be right. Now, if we are sure of what we are saying, so you're measured in our infallibility. They tear the other side, so. And you say, me the migrant, and the American piano, me new be any agony. Ebi ne the year can. Dr. Siboko was say, or more power to exercise discretion. Yes. And to come about for Oba would be crap your ma. Men for interview, put a opa for court. any discretion. Say me fees a discretion one you soon here. And none of me won't quite say Miss Medical baby. But Obi, no cry when Mr. say a team papa now also de quack man or say aquabna. No cry when we need the Chumukra na or Masma or not as I'm a cross for me, but you dear me assume yam flower. Where are them? I mean, in our public sphere, we must all remember that concession. There's no shame in concession if the intents are good.
Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe and the attaining Kano. Honorable,
Obi.
Any other business, me pacho?
Yes, for Imani for any ECD, Mr. Kabila justice to it. So him say the Vice President of the Republic.
Yes.
Our Sansuye and Flabera for the 2024 election or Ahafo region.
Yeah.
And Obi. For the past 1 week.
Yeah, your microphone.
For the past 1 week. And I make it 2 weeks.
Yes.
The Vice started the campaign. Was proud to that, no? The Communication Bureau issued a statement that he's going to start his campaign.
Yeah.
Last time I call one of your sister stations. In fact, they were, I think, Adom TV. Let me catch on and say, when Baumia start his campaign, to the time I bet to Abano, media houses will be talking about Baumia's campaign till they bet to Abba. Because his message carries a lot of substance. His message bring people, people will rise to come and listen to him. Because there's somebody they all believe, say, 2025, the best person to lead this country is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Obi, ene goso, and you have engaged ordinary people that we feel say, oh, we don't even pay attention to them. Now no call your friend is saying Western region. You sit in your home, you don't even expect him. No about for home. Just to engage you, letting you know and understand what Nyame na dom. Now the 2 minutes man on the 7th of December near Obabe. And I believe strongly say, looking at where I sit, the messages and the way it's descending to the people of this country, there's no doubt that come on the 7th of December, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia will be the president of the Republic of Ghana elect. And on the 7th of January next year, will be sworn in as a president of the Republic of Ghana. Obi, Kabila encourage persons with disability. Say, sometimes they need to also own certain things that belongs to them. In fact, we don't need to discriminate. I remember when I was in Parliament, the MP for Krachi in Chumunu, Majesi, is a lecturer at your friend is saying Winneba, and you're on the same committee. Anytime we meet as a committee, policy beer, you will find a way of bringing in persons with disability, because it look as if say we always neglect those people, feeling say, oh, these people need here, looking at his or her situation on to me but Obi on my way move kaya President most time we are the minister for chieftaincy.
No, President Mahama.
That was Mahama. Mahama made him minister.
But he had been at the chieftaincy secretary.
No, I was chieftaincy secretary for
1994.
For a long time, and Mahama made him minister.
Thank you. Or a person with disability.
Yeah.
Obi, there are certain people.
Makubo minister,
yes.
sure.
The former regional minister Oti.
Sure.
In fact, he was then the regional secretary.
Yeah.
And he became your friend. And now Minu can say he is in charge of the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign team in for respect of
members
persons,
PWDs.
So they will see to it say they are also part of it. And just as Kabila former Kabila boss.
Ivor Green Street.
Former GS 2 times.
Yeah. And a former flag bearer. Sure.
So the message going around also, look, persons with disability play a key role in governance and then play a key role in the development of this country. It is a Yakupon Ayan Adum, not obey president. Some of these people know addition will be a priority. Obi, look, there are certain people that you know Moyo old school. Now they start to be Obi man to me. Easy. Sometimes no. I was easy. Now Doctor Kobo, Doctor Nibai. I me tell me and I'm hey that bang. But it takes perseverance and it takes there's a school. Omomoto they say determination brings success. When you determine now no me catch my wife say some people are motivating me.
Yeah.
The law in the baby pay.
Also
and we control people of international law. Now me governance and diplomacy.
Yes.
Now me control international law. And look at problem say hey foundation ni puni. That's why I now understand say obi the criminal case every Twum-Barimah me hu so the finity because we see piasu ade no nti when you see pay there so I mean imagine elder I will be called to the bar God willing next year or this year na nya be gano na ya case no but me say o dey me the bar free
pro bono me share anyi bebre me nyi bebre
mami sumi ko ya de boni ga so Obi, you see going around one my bibia yen nuanom o me persons with disability no obeya mom see omuadisia and Obi they be make say look there's no property that you can leave for your child or your children than to give them a good and a better education. Because if you build the mansions, get all the properties for them. If they can't read and they can't write, people will take advantage of it and take it from them. Give them a good education. But Omia is saying, person with disability, you are not left behind. You are part and part of his and you are good. And more especially is looking at education. So Obi, for me, I think we all need to rally behind him. And give him the victory that he deserves. Come on the 7th of December. And I believe Ghanaians will do that. Thank you very much.
Me that's it. Lawyer Twum-Barimah, any other business?
Certainly, other business in the baby,
we are no through the buy.
I mean, not in the buy. Another side we are taught. And see, you follow.
We increase our income cow.
We new pentessa. Obi,
yes.
As part of your topics now, it will say, Dr. Bawumia said, I say they have done. Mama had in here. I said the living no.
More improve living condition of Ghanaians better now than it was under Mahama.
The kind a topic na Mr. Sa and me.
And then I was say,
Yatiane, and now what can we be from?
That's a living condition. Say on you may be living condition.
Be the same money be the what I'm
Adriane Bo, electricity, I mean, or general life condition, transportation, school fees, and Nemaya Wallis in Suo, Adriane Bo, and Kania, school fees, health, everything. The old boss bay when the or say. On one, the dinner simple as you can, you was the teachers are suffering. The nurses are suffering. The carriers are suffering. Professionals and non-professionals. Also, my St. John Mahama time. There is a direct comparison.
What's it? They are suffering. So why in here, Obi, for the very first time under this government, Ghana. World Bank declared Ghana the highest food inflation in Africa. 54 countries. Now, Ghana. I didn't say that.
Food inflation just what do you born there in Siobia? What do you cost around 10?
And there's another cost anybody in Yadin.
Oh, dear, 50 cents. Oh, 60. Bobby, dear was 70.
I don't want to cost a headache. I simple question. And I'm saying anyone who calls for a day. Anything.
Okay, what do I mean? Contest.
Standing one who calls for a day. No. I call for my effort. Okay. Wouldn't it change? And not a fool. See at see, I can say a liter be a quarter of petrol. I have 15 cedis, 22 pesos. What's why improve your condition?
And your gallon and
a gallon was even 14 points in some pesos. A whole gallon I have 4.5 liters. No, a liters in Magma 9 fano. Nay 14 cedis and some pesos. And now 1 liter. I have 1 bottle of like equivalent of a bottle of beer. No, I have 15 cedis, 22 pesos. And you are saying that we're improving your living conditions compared to Muhammad's time. And your castle be and can you so improvement where improvement there. I wish to have seen the end improvement, no, and the same can 100 cedis per liter. If you call this improvement, those people that you are lying that they were suffering, which of them is praising you today? Let's see the professionals and non-professionals and the women, the carriers, the doctors, the nurses, the teachers. How many of them are singing your hymns and praises today? People are suffering today. Not buying a doom so new. Doom so called. Let me commission for women. Almost one of the generators, registration centers, and we are the weather. Sadumso ni wa 2012 Kabila almost do so ni ho Sadumso ni wa ya koto machines in dia ko ya emergency Dumso honti aye emwame Kabila we ngwane emwame. So it's important. The ambassador changed and said, "Ordinary Ghanaian is suffering." Yeah, I'm not for bread, Obi, and a lot of I mean, what new video? Sometimes as I grow up as a bit better, as some partners, no, being made simple, excuse me, say 50 pesos or whatever.
Now,
so what is it? Because on one dream when the same your office maintenance, you know, it won't manage can come. I won't tell you system no more. Now when you say I can be a mama for Akuma Tom, what's so boy? Why improve your conditions compared to Muhammad's time? I want you to understand and know, say, need someone number I want to add a corner and go to Bonamon number one. You have this one.
Failed.
Why not just out to a science party? Only now on your so.
No, but our comment was made in his interview with the African Watch magazine. And Omekisa comment.
Now, Omekisa comment. Now, so our kind of Ghana for better.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, that the all bar prona or
okay, fine. But Nina Muno or Casa Ghana for. So that's one year. Wuni and Ekasa said the Okan Yentian your Wabana can be no ayo. But how nam person be command as I say, one banner the Oyen and hotel be beer so chandy and awarded.
Kodana.
Yes. Yes. Obi, the struggles people are and then do I complain now when you be. Do you soon? Except those who not be real to you. Do you soon? This is no. A man will persuade me to put 2 times in a week. And you are happy to tell us that you have improved our conditions. You have worsened our situation. You told Ghanaians that you have arrested the dollar. It's dollar there. So, but we have the vice president. You need dollar no problem, because Mizaya Walande, you have your torture. And I don't know what I'm saying. Just last weekend, my wife be sending me. I'm sorry, online no £12 to UK to £12 £1 to Sydney, and other sending me no dollar. So now it is 17 and going. And I'm saying, I'm trying Obi, it is 17 and going. As a good leader, so as some pan, I can want someone. You have not done anything to mitigate these problems. It is still rising and rising and rising. Why? What's the reason you are portraying to be an angel? On 10 years, no 10 years bar. And 20 years but say be person me ma oti ase se wo dwuma wo ye ma Ghana for mfirisia nwotwe ntem na enya dwuma so ne se wo ye ma kwa ma be die so example anfo na chene to aso se wanfo ne di a ye ma to aso obekuyen so won 7% to aso and fa won nsem a wona ma ka chem grofo me say you will be humiliated 2024 December aba shock no kana
Dr. Baumia
awurade nyame what dey bother to obi he will be shocked what dey empani so no wo no ahwena hwede si wojo so
just then the see
by lesson outcome by on this note my main comment of national chairman I like him. He's quite honest sometimes. One or two occasions you met him on certain issues he's very honest or can at the answer the city or the to say enkoyi on this matter I mean station when they interview no but I heard him saying on video on TikTok okay say they are not pleased with the outcome of this because the results is not encouraging. Walk elections 2020, just about 3 years or so or more down the line. What's could be more? What lose over 40,000 votes? It's a negative signal to you. And I'm telling you, it's a toss to say in December 2024. You'll be shocked.
Also, more lose over say 40,000.
Yes, what's about here now? When we been any vote free, young Madi is over 40,000. 4544 or something.
If you John Kumadi,
yeah,
analysis a bit warped.
Wow. In Tikaben, so
listen now, what's your on the free John Kumadi? How is that possible?
In Tikaben, saying,
as it is a by election, Nipa a bar out better abani say. In the other now, what's your free John Kumadi?
So intimate.
Well, him say by elections.
Elections, be Nipa Banon Council, no, even General Numpo. It's me to over check from the past 1992 6 Baba Punina year be political year be 4 year be Biano. I mean, all right, so how can I say by election? I'm for mentioning the vote. Yes, I disagree.
No, but I agree with you. But the American say the analysis of you subtracting guy in the from
unit of analysis.
No, I have to do that because
John Kuma vote.
Yes, you have to do that because that is the rate of MVP as at that time. One support the person who know what they are so over no they can.
But the turnout also counts a lot in elections.
Over no they can that's what they can. When you assist here mommy come in
that election.
Why did you
NDC in this election?
NDC saying
that be me say
and
14,000 plus
contestant.
What can also I do me cry no kwaji MVP vote in Tina man the okay, that's true. A community. What they do me na ma brand in Punwa. Now say quite different one. Still about 19,000 more is gone.
And your argument is that you were expecting the 68,000 for the tomato.
That is the starting point. That is the starting point. And you vote, and you be a vote, and more part in vote, and that got you 82.something%. And so, Wobby, and it's 82% and that's how some could be more. Do you have to fail to that consideration?
Very well. Lawyer, my men nase na yenhwem fancy Ekosiisen sune a higher sempa 94.7 FM. Lawyer Twum-Barimah, Honorable Ebenezer Nina Nate, Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe, and Moti Omunyina Enkano. Ma menhwem fa we entwem Sydney. Barimah Sydney is out with a new song. It's a single. You know, and Mebamamo and UEFA Champions League comment. Last week, PSG and Borussia Dortmund.